So I was just looking at my Facebook wall, as people are often want to do, and this guy I know said, actually, I'll get it up because it's very important that I quote it directly. So his most recent status was, "Let's play celebrity bingo. 1 point for any celeb you've stood next to or been in the same room as in the last 10 hours. Okay, go. Daniel Radcliffe, Hugh Jackman, John Hurt, Russell Crowe, Penelope Cruz, Martin Scorsese, Stephen Fry, Tom Jones, Richard E. Grant, Gary Oldman, Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and many more." So yeah, he was at the BAFTAs, and so he obviously stood next to all of these celebrities, or was in the same room as them. And when I think about like the idea of celebrity and being in the same room as a celebrity, I get like really, well, first of all, I get really jealous because I'm kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe people are meeting celebrities and I haven't like met any celebrities. But then I kind of just think, how weird must it be to be a celebrity in a situation where literally millions of people you don't even know want to meet you and speak to you. My dad recently, of late, has been rubbing shoulders with a lot of um, sort of celebrity-esque people because his wife's been filming movies and stuff in America, and he's been going to all these parties and stuff like that. And The Great Gatsby was being filmed here. He was like, I was at a party with Leonardo DiCaprio the other night. I always ask him like, well, did you speak to him? And he was like, no, I didn't speak to him. Are you nuts? He's like, oh, I was at dinner with Jennifer Aniston last night. I was like, well, did you speak to her? No, I didn't speak to. Are you crazy? Why would I speak to Jennifer Aniston? It's really easy for me to judge people and be like, well, they're famous. Wouldn't you want to speak to them? Wouldn't you want to like engage in conversation with these people? But I guess, it all comes down to what would you even say to them? The most recent sort of experience I had with being in the same room as someone famous is when I met the Moth and Godtiss, and I waited in line to meet these people, and literally all I could do when I was face to face with them was like giggle, and they must have thought I was the most inarticulate and just challenged child in the world because they had been there for an hour at least, smiling and autographing books. And so it can't be easy being in that situation. I was sort of like not at the back of the line, but there was it was the back of the middle, I guess. So it'd been quite a while, and I felt kind of bad for them because they had been forced to make like small talk with each person who came through, and I just giggled at them. It was like, hi. It's like, oh, where are you from? Australia. Oh wow, that's a long way. And like they were so lovely and like accommodating to the fact that I was insane. I was like, how would you stand in front of a celebrity? Like, what would you actually say to them? The idea that you can say something to them that A, they haven't heard before, because they're celebrities, they meet people all the time who rehearse things that get said to them. And especially on Tumblr, I read a lot of things like meeting, especially in terms of Star Kid and like the cast of various shows, and going up to them and sort of expressing how much they mean to you. Like, oh wow, that's so sweet, that means a lot to me, thank you. It's like, how much can it really mean to them? They hear it so often, and it's a terrible thought to have. Like, you don't want to think that the people you admire are accustomed to being admired in such a way that they are desensitized to it. Like Stephen Moffat, you admire him as a writer, and I don't want to go up to him and be like, I wish I could write like you write, because how often do you think they hear that? Very, by my account. Probably a lot. And to be in the sort of position where you can openly express your admiration for someone without sounding like a crazy person, that's really, really rare. And basically the only time when that can be allowed and have it not be awkward is if you yourself are a celebrity. Like, I always imagine celebrities meeting other celebrities when they say, oh yeah, it's great to meet you, I'm a big fan. It's not awkward because like it can be reciprocated because they know of each other's existence prior to the introduction. If you are a complete stranger and you go up and try to have a conversation with someone who you know enough about for it to be creepy. I don't understand how you can base sort of like an honest conversation on something like that. Yeah, I haven't done a vloggy thing in a while because I don't really like my own face very much at the moment, and also I was sick for a while and I couldn't really speak, and I still have a bit of a sore throat. You might be able to hear how croaky I am. Uh, but yeah, it just sort of occurred to me to talk about this because it's just on my mind. And yeah, bye.